Hi everybody, can you hear me? Hello? This makes me anxious every time. Every time. Yes, okay. I see Kelsey. Hi Kelsey. Hi Danny. You'd think I would like feel comfortable doing this by now. Guess what? I don't. Okay. So today, I know that people wanted to see some like sketchbook spreads, markers, some process type things. I have been feeling a little bit creatively burnt out. Not necessarily burnt out, just a little drained because I have been doing a lot of art lately. Like a lot of art. And I just didn't really want to do something super, super in depth. And then after I had to reschedule the first time, I got some really bad wrist pain, like a really bad wrist pain. And so I took the day off yesterday and I thought today I would just do something like easy and light. And also, I got a new sketchbook and my fingers have been just itching to use it. So I thought I would indulge, and today we're going to try this new sketchbook. It's very new to me. I've never used anything like it before. This is the Strathmore watercolor sketchbook, and I'm super excited. Currently making dinner, so won't be super active. Oh, Kelsey, what are you having for dinner? If you're too busy to tell me, that's also fine. So I have a very, very, very loose sketch mapped out here. It's a landscape. I hate that you guys can like always see my phone and it's so awkward. But like I need it. So I'm doing a really loose landscape because I know like whenever people have these sketchbooks, they always do like really pretty like landscape, like wash, watercolor, and I want to be like them. I want to be like the hot girls that I see on art Instagram. I'm doing some hot girl shit today. We're doing some landscapes. It's like a waterfall scene. I brought gouache just in case. No idea how I'm going to do it. Alice from Twilight. Oh, interesting. I watched Twilight I've only ever seen the first Twilight. And then very recently, I watched random snippets from the other movies for the first time. And I gotta say, not a fan. I think I have that sketchbook. It's nice. Good, I'm glad. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It feels like really good quality. Chicken za'atar with bulgur wheat and roasted Roma tomatoes. Sounds fancy. But it's HelloFresh. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, it sounds so fancy. Let me know if it's good. 11 p.m. and I really need to sleep, but you are worth staying awake. Aw, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, you're doing a gouache landscape right now. Amazing. I'm drawing socks today for, Valentine's Day cards are so cute. Hello from France, love you, but the hour difference is so annoying. I'm trying to do different hours every time I live for that reason. I'm sorry, that sucks, but hello to France. You did what for the first time? I'm using this sketchbook for the first time. I've always watched your live stream video, but I've never actually been to one. Oh, it's so exciting. I just got a new Nina Cosper sketchbook, and I'm super stoked to start it. We're going to the Atlanta Aquarium this weekend. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. Greetings from Germany. Hello to all of Germany. The Twilight movies are objectively terrible. They're still good. If I had like read it and enjoyed it as a kid, I'm sure I would like them too. Drawing my little ghost character for my friend. That's so cute. I'm going to request today that you guys be hella active in the chat because for my wrist, I want to take breaks every once in a while. So I'll take some time to talk to you guys. But to do that, I need you guys to talk to me. Give me a reason to give my wrist a break. Do me a favor. Message retracted. Greetings from Aberdeenshire in Scotland. Hello to Aberdeenshire. It's so crazy hearing that people are from different places. You know, it's crazy that the world is a world and that people come. No, it's cool that people not from America watch me. I don't know why, but it's always like, wow, I'm relevant to more than just my mom. All right, I think we're going to start with I'm so hyper today. I just poked my microphone. I'm so sorry that my energy is weird. A lot's been going on. I made it this time. I'm so glad you could make it. I am great. How is everyone doing? I didn't even ask. How is everyone doing? Like I just said, I'm like super hyper. So like don't mind me. Like I'm gonna be so annoying and I'm so sorry, but I'm doing great. I am from the crazy foreign land of Canada. Oh my gosh, Canada. I've never heard of it. This is making me want to go grab my sketchbook. Go grab your sketchbook. Hell yeah, that's what this is for. We're going to do art together. We're being art buddies. Oh, I got this really, really sweet letter in my P.O. box. And it was like, I think it might have been like an older woman. I couldn't quite tell, but it was like fancy old calligraphy, or not calligraphy, cursive. And it was just so sweet. And she was saying that she like hadn't done art in years. And she started watching my videos and she was like, it encouraged me to start again. And oh my God, it was touching. It was truly touching. I'm also weird. First live chat with you. Can't wait to see what you paint. I'm currently painting palm tree for my friend's vacation in Florida. Cold Canadian weather. The palm trees here are very nice. I just found you about a week ago and you inspired me to get back to sketchbooking. Love from England. Love to England. That makes me so happy. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Have you thought about making a Twitch? I have thought about it. I have contemplated that. I was doing it a tiny bit just for my patrons, and it made me anxious. I don't know. I didn't love it. I think this is just like ease. Maybe if I get better at this, like I don't know if you can tell. I'm anxious as hell doing this. So maybe if I get more comfortable here, maybe I would be more interested in trying a whole new platform, but like doing something entirely new and different. Oh my God, makes me sweat. Greetings from the Netherlands. Greetings to the Netherlands. I love this. This is so fun. All right, I'm seeing lots of blues and purples. I've never painted anything quite like this, so this is nerve-wracking. This is scary. What is your camera set up for live streaming? Love your vids. Thank you. That's so sweet. I have an editor who does it all for me because I am technically challenged. So I truly don't know. I have a camera above me. I have my computer next to me. And a lot of hope that nothing goes wrong. I think this is too blue. I think I'm going too saturated. Will you upload this as a video after? It should. It should be, as long as nothing goes wrong. I know I had some technical difficulties with the last one, so it had to be taken down, or the first one. I don't even know how many I've done. I think I've only done 2. But I had to take that one down. But ideally, all of my live streams should be available as videos afterwards. And if not, I also want to try and do like live stream highlights. So, yeah. Twitch has more stream monetization opportunities, but it'd be work to convert your audience over. It might make more sense to just keep streaming it. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Is like it's like you'd have to build up a whole new audience. Like you'd think audiences transfer over, but they don't. They don't. And that would just be like really like difficult. You're streaming. Hi, yes I am. What watercolors do you use? What would you recommend for beginners? I use Winsor & Newton. And then also, if you want to be cheap, I have this oval prong palette. It's $16. And it works just fine. Do you find that gouache has a lot more trusting the process than other mediums, or do I just need to practice? That's one way to put it. The way I kind of put it is that it's a much more intuitive process, and it is a medium that really like does work for you if you let it. So it definitely does take getting used to, and it takes a lot of like learning. Like you definitely have to get to know the medium. But once you do, like it does so much of the work for you. So you just keep like stick with it. Practice. Once you figure it out, like I think like for me it's like my favorite medium of all time. It's amazing. It's not for everyone, but I definitely suggest like stick with it, get used to it, because I think that's like a big reason that people have issues. It's just so different than any other medium that you know, you think your knowledge is going to transfer over and then it doesn't, and that can trip people up. So just stick with it. Get to know it. That Winsor & Newton palette was my first when I started using watercolors. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I really like it. Watercolors is not something that I, do too seriously, so I don't need anything fancy. I'm also super cheap. I do not like spending money. I'm not great with any paint but gouache, and it's got me so into painting now. Painting with gouache is just so fun. Like, it's so, like, if you let it, like, it does the work for you. Like, I really feel like it does half the work for you. Do these look like rocks? I don't know. I forgot if you mentioned it, but have you read Turtles All the Way Down? I have. You've inspired me to want to start working with my gouache paints again. Oh, that makes me so happy. I am so glad. That makes me so, so happy. I have read Turtles All the Way Down. I have mixed feelings about it. I got rid of it. I don't own it anymore. It's not that I dislike it. It's just like I don't care. Like John Green, we stan, we love, but also like I don't care. I cared when I was a teenager, and I will always love Looking for Alaska, but besides that, I don't think I have much interest in anything he writes anymore. Just wondering, have you ever thought about making a Discord server? I do have one for patrons. I don't know that I would. I used to have one way back in the day, before I was like, I think I was at like 15K, or maybe like 15 to like 30K. And I had a Discord server, and it still exists. Every once in a while, people will, talk in it, but it just got super overwhelming to get notifications all the time. And then, like, because I was in school, so I could not check it all the time. And people would be using it all the time. And then it also felt like when I wasn't active in it, it felt like I was intruding. Like, no one really, not that, I felt that no one wanted to talk to me, and they were there for each other. And so whenever I would talk in it, I would always feel like weird about it. And it's not that it was an unenjoyable thing for me. It was just like not, I don't think I did it right. And so that was kind of, I don't know, kind of made it a little stressful. I don't know if I could just do an open Discord. I love the idea of it, but I'm so bad at not only talking to people, like keeping up conversations with people, but also like, I don't know. If I get a lot of notifications from something, I will put it off as long as possible. I'm rehydrating my Hold gouache for the first time in 2 years, and dear Lord, it's like a desert in this palette I'm using. The word gouache sounds like when you walk in a wet shoe. Any plans on opening your Etsy again one of these days? Yes, absolutely. It should be open by February. I've got most of the stuff, like the products in. There's just a few things that I want to work on before I open it up again, but yeah, it's definitely going to be soon. I got gouache for Christmas and have been finding them a little difficult to blend, but I'm slowly improving. Any tips? I don't really blend with them. Like, it is super hard to blend because depending on the kind you have, and also just like the way gouache works, it's not that it's not meant to blend. It's you cannot get like a good gradient with them. What I do is I like, so I just like don't blend. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I do more block coloring. I feel like I've done 4 rocks. I need to focus. I do like block coloring kind of, and then like a lot of transitionary shades, kind of like the way you would use acrylics if you use acrylics. It's again that thing of like, it's not like any other medium you've really worked with, and so you think it's gonna work like something else, and that trips you up. Definitely keep an open mind and try different techniques is my advice, because it's not gonna be what you like anything that you've probably used before. If that makes sense. Wow, rocks are this is hard. This is weird colors. Oh, I should probably start building up some of this value back here. I'm so bad. The other thing about live streaming is like, first of all, I'm bad at it. Second of all, I am so bad at multitasking. If I'm actually paying attention to answering questions or just the chat in general, my art is going to suffer. It's gonna look bad. But then, like, I can't do both. I can't do both. I'm gonna be slow moving in this painting, and it's so hard to do both. So I'm not super great at live streaming. Thank you. I'll get there in the end, and I'll give that a go. Awesome. Yay. What about acrylic wash? I actually haven't used acrylic wash. I do own 5 tubes of it. I haven't actually used it, so I cannot speak to that. But one day, I have like my gouache right now, so I like, once that's used up, maybe I'll move to acrylic wash. But I don't know that I'll like it as much. I love gouache, so I don't know. Sorry if I'm in and out. I'm babysitting this kid now. Turtles is the John Green book I've actually really liked, but I might be biased because I really, yeah, no. So I feel like that's why I didn't like it, because I know if you like watch any booktubers, Clockwork Reader, she really liked that book, which is why I was like, oh my gosh, I have to read it, because I really like her taste. So, and she, I guess, like has OCD, and like I don't have, I could not relate to the book, and I feel like if I did relate to the book and the character, then I would have loved it, but because I didn't, like, it's definitely improvement to like his previous books, but like, since I just don't relate, like I just didn't like care, you know. Do you recommend following courses to learn portrait or architecture, or do you think it's better to just draw again and again, get so frustrated by how bad my drawings look without a reference? I totally feel you. I really struggle with that reference too. I talk about it all the time. I personally don't like like, I don't know, specifically what you're talking about, like taking like lessons or like a Skillshare class or whatever, that might be helpful. But one thing that I don't like is like a step-by-step guide to things, because like if I were to, like, people want me to do like a tutorial on like how do I draw faces, but if I show you how I draw faces, like all you're gonna know is how I draw faces. You're not gonna know anything about like actually like drawing faces or like facial anatomy or like what's important. You're just gonna know how I do it. So I personally, like, I always say like practice. Like, practice is the most important thing. I think that's gonna take you the farthest. But you know, everyone learns differently. So if that's something that you want to try, is like tutorials and YouTube videos or classes or whatever, I would definitely give it a go. But I just feel like everyone does things differently and learns things differently. So I feel like your best bet is always going to be like just practicing until you figure out how you want to do it. Because like other people might be doing things in a certain way that just like doesn't work for you or like make sense for you. And also, like, if you're just learning how someone does something, you're just learning how they do it. I don't like tutorials like that. They frustrate me. I bought the huge set of acrylic wash, and my pockets are still crying a bit, but I definitely love them, and it goes a long way. That's so true. Yeah, I'm so glad you like them. Have you ever tried oil pastels? I fully agree with that advice. Have you ever tried oil pastels? Yeah, back in, like, middle school and, like, high school, and drumroll, please. I hated them. I would love to give them another go now that I do art way differently. Because at the time, all I really did was like, you know, the same like few things over and over, and just like portraits. So I would love to try again, but I feel like you need good ones, and I'm so cheap. I'm not buying good ones just to try them out. So I don't know. I think other people do really cool stuff with them, but I really like pencil pastels, like chalk pastel type things. I really like those. Oh, I think I've learned more from art YouTube than I have from majoring in art school. Oh, TBH. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If you can relate, it might be hard to read. Yeah. I have a deep hatred for them. Such a mess. Deep hatred for what? I'm assuming you're talking about like tutorial videos. I've been making art for most of my life, and you really have to learn the basics and fundamentals, then develop a style. I agree. I feel like it's possible to do all that though, like without knowing that you're doing it, if it makes sense. Like, you don't need to like know the name of facial anatomy to be able to represent it, but I do think it helps to observe it in real life before you try to draw. Does that make sense? Like, if I personally, like, my advice to someone, if they were like wanting to start to learn how to draw faces, my advice would not be to like go watch a YouTube video on how to draw faces, my advice would be to like look at people's faces and draw from reference. But also that's just my opinion. My uneducated opinion. Art YouTube was my way back from a massive art block. The 10 and 9s one. Oh, and I learned so much too by just watching. Yeah, I totally agree with that. There should be a library for art supplies you can borrow. That is so true. I absolutely agree. But there will always be that one person who like ruins it and then brings it back, like doesn't clean their brushes properly. I started trying your method of Prismacolor pencils over gouache for portraits, game changer. Yeah, listen, I don't know why people don't know about this. I didn't know about it until I accidentally like did it one time. Well, not really an accident, but you know what I mean. Like line, guys, if you use liners, line with your colored pencils. It's so much better. It works so much better. It's so nice. I don't know, but like people don't know about it. Like people haven't thought about it, and like I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Oil pastels I meant, but oh yeah. Mostly because I can't fully focus on them half the time, sadly. Oh, I get that. I don't need to know what the bones, etc. are, but like observe faces. Yeah, no, exactly. Like you don't need to know literally by the way, no art is getting done in this video. You don't need to like actually know like facial anatomy, but you also need to know more than like faces generally have 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. To be able to like, especially if you want to like do stuff from your head, if you want to like draw different angles, like from your imagination, I mean, if you want to be able to draw different angles, you need to know like theoretical bone structure. I moved on to the final interview stage to get into this art school I really like, but I feel a lot of pressure to improve very fast. Don't feel that pressure. There you go. Fixed. You're welcome. First of all, congrats on getting that far in the process. That is amazing. Good luck to you. Good luck on this interview. My advice for not feeling that kind of pressure is don't, you know, I'm stalling, sorry. I totally get what you mean. That's part of the reason that I didn't go to art school. Well, that is the reason that retroactively I'm glad I didn't go to art school. But like overall, like just remember that you are not there to, like if you got in, it's because they liked you. It's because they liked you and your art. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to suddenly improve. You don't need to suddenly be better, no matter who else is there and what they're doing. Like, you're there because they liked your art and what you could do. And it's about doing, like, your best and you growing. Like, you don't need to worry about how fast that happens. Like, that's what school is for. School is for that long-term development and growth. There's no rush. You're going, like, do what you got to do at your pace. You know, that's my advice, I guess. You know? Oh my god, my camera. Another new sketchbook? Yeah, but this is just a side one. I love your energy. Thanks. Thank you. I should do that. Do what? I'm going to do that color pencil thing right now. I don't know why. No, exactly. People don't think about it, but it is literally, like, people sometimes will tag me on Instagram being like, oh, I tried, like, Little Star Nerd's method. And I'm like, there's no way that I am getting credit for this. I did not invent it, but other people don't know about it. Somehow other people do not realize that you don't have to use liners. You can use your colored pencils. So people want to give me the credit for that. Like, I guess I'll take it. I guess I'll take one for the team. You should try some abstract art for streams. Danny, that is such a good idea. I worry that I would disappoint everyone. I'm gonna do, that's totally what I would say. You don't need to push yourself for an interview. They've seen your application or impressed as you are. Yeah, exactly. If you made it that far, they know what you're about. They know what you can do, and they're already impressed. The fact that I have nothing on paper. Okay, okay. I think I just didn't want to do art today. Especially with my wrist being all messy. I think I'm just kind of not into it. But I really want to do this. This is the first page of the sketchbook. It has to look good. Oh, there's people outside. Okay. Come on. I feel like I can't pick up any pigment. Okay, so this is all green over here. So we'll just put in green. Okay, I see some green over. Oh, we need to mix that blue in. Okay. Oh my gosh, I am so bad at streaming. I was like, oh, I should probably talk. And I was about to say the word okay again out loud. Again. Let's see. What else is going on in the world? Oh, what just happened? Has anyone been keeping up with Creepshow drama art? Creepshow art drama? Okay. I'm doing great. I'm sorry, drama is putting it lightly, but it's not drama. It's literal crimes. Very serious crimes. But man, that shit, when that went down, and she like just did something. Like there was just a recent update. And I gotta say, I hate her. Do tell. Oh, do you? Okay. If you don't know what's happening, oh my god, I don't even know if I can properly. This looks really bad. I don't know if I can properly even. Those videos are wild. Yeah, those are. I never. Okay, first of all, I want to say straight up, I never liked Shannon since the beginning. First of all, I'm gonna be petty here. I did not like her art, and I was so confused why everyone like why she was so big, why everyone loved her art. Also, she always has given me bad vibes, and I would just like I would like to pat myself on the back for calling it. She always gave me bad vibes. I did not like her and how fast she was to like call. I don't know. She was always just like I don't know. She gave me like weird vibes. But the update is that she made like a 2-hour long video, like proving her innocence and basically saying like I didn't stalk Emily by stalking Emily, by literally backdating. She had that like saved, archived like 5-year-old accounts that are no longer active, and she only could have access to them if she had at the time archived them, which means that she has been stalking. Like it's crazy. So she thought she was, and she had like a 90-page Google Doc full of links. And she really thought that she did something with that. She really thought she had proved her innocence. I hate to break it to you, bestie. We all think you're a psycho. And you only proved that further. But that's the update. The Creepshow drama is crazy. I can't believe I supported her at some point. I don't feel bad about it. Like, I mean, it sucks, but like she... Don't feel bad about it. She was a bad person who tricked a lot of people. Rancid vibes. I never liked her either. Yeah, I know. I feel so. Emily is one of the strongest women. I think we can all agree. One of the strongest women that I have ever seen. To go through that and still the energy she's had throughout this is just being like, yeah, like fuck Shannon. I'm unbothered. Like obviously she's not unbothered, but like she's thriving now. Like good for her. Good for her. You gotta trust your vibes. I didn't know who they were and what was happening, but it's so awful. Yeah, what's crazy is, like, I've been trying to, like, wrap my head around it. Like, why? I mean, I'm not a psycho, so, like, obviously, like, she is, like, literally the definition of unhinged. So, like, I would not be able to relate because I have no intention of hurting anyone for my own personal gain. But, like, why? Like, why? Like, what would cause, even if there was some dispute between them over some guy, like, how would that make you latch onto someone for 10 years of their life? Do you know what I mean? Like, even back then, like, what? And then to have the audacity to, like, become a public figure like that. Like, has it all been a long con? Like, her starting her channel, was that for the purpose of getting at Emily? Does she care about her channel at all? Like, it's just crazy to think about and, like, get into her head. She kind of seemed entitled every time I watched a video and gave me weird vibes, too. So it's good to know I'm not just a decent judge. Okay. That I'm just a decent and not just a judge. Like, yeah. No, that's one of those things that at the time I felt like I was just, like, bitter. Because I was like, I'm a bitter artist type thing. But, like, no. Like, I really think it was... for a reason, I didn't like her. I remember specifically the video that, like, kind of she started getting backlash for. It was one of the first things that I remember her getting any sort of, like, negative feedback for was she was calling out, like, a quote-unquote racist artist. And they did, like, and transphobic artist. And they were doing, like, Captain America character fan art. And Shannon was like, this person is racist. And I remember looking at it and being like, this doesn't look, it just looks stylized. Like, I mean, I wouldn't know because, like, maybe I'm wrong, but, like, to me, I was just like, it doesn't, like, seem like, uh-oh, like, have I been doing racist art not knowing? Because I would never be able to guess that people would consider this racist. So I went to the comments and everyone was like, Shannon, like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not racist. And ever since then, I was like, yeah, no. That's like, yeah, sleep time, but we'll definitely watch the video of this once uploaded. Have fun, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good night. We were talking about creepshow art. Shannon latches onto victims like other artists latch onto styles. Oh my god, that is so true. Shannon latches onto victims like other artists latch onto styles. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, is that literally all there is to her personality? That's all she has? I don't know. It's crazy. What happened to Emily? Shannon is an artist who, artist is a strong word. She stalked Emily for, I think it's like 8 to 10 years of her life. And it's super tragic. She tried to many times ruin Emily's life. But yeah, I love the way you do it. Thank you. That is so sweet. Maybe let's talk about something else. I love gossip, but I feel like maybe this isn't the most like positive energy to be having. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. I needed to hear everyone's thoughts about the update. Let's see. I need to start, you know what I need to start, like, for the streams, I need to find something that works. Maybe I could do, like, coloring pages, or, like, just, I don't know, sketching sessions, because this is not, I don't know how to talk and stream at the same time. Or talk and draw at the same time. I never have been able to do that. Just a quirky fact about me. I miss so much. Who are we talking about? Creepshow art. Hi, I've recently gotten into your videos and love them. Thanks for being an inspiration to me. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. What baffles me is Shannon really thought that her video would change it. I know, bestie. I know. Like, what did you think she was gonna do with that? I don't know. I feel like I need to carve out shapes here, but also I don't want to commit to any one color. The water's gonna scare me. Do I want to use gouache, or do I want to try to use watercolor to do it? I don't know. I am working off a reference. Yes, I'm crippled with that one. Also, this is a hard reference. This was stupid. Does it look bad? Be honest. Guys, be honest. Does it look bad? What? Are you allowed to talk shit in America about others because in Sweden that is a crime? Is that true? Is that true? Man, I'm pretty sure it's legal. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to talk shit about people. Especially if it's true. Especially if it's true. In a recent vid, I think you mentioned that you're inspired by Renaissance style. I also really want to try and incorporate it into my style. Any recommendations into practice? Oh, I wish I could give you recommendations. I wish I could tell you what to do. I got no idea. I just really like, one thing I would suggest is doing some, first of all, studies, but also doing, like, what's it called? What's that really dramatic lighting called? It's like, I'm not even going to try. Like, really dramatic lighting, I think, is very reminiscent of that. Maybe try brain dump for those, but I think the people I enjoy the most are ones like yours where they're just genuinely faffing about and talking. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It looks so good. Thank you. Try to use watercolor. If it fails, cover up with gouache. Okay, good point. Good point. Kind of we have free speech, but I think you can sue for defamation. Guys, if I get sued for defamation, will you guys back me up? Not at all looks great. Thank you. I should be in jail for this. Dude, if talking shit was illegal, I'd have a life sentence for sure. How are you finding the new sketchbook? Do you like the paper? I'm actually really loving the paper. Look how much it's not buckling. Like, that's crazy. It's buckled like a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. Chiaroscuro. Is that what I mean? Hold on, let me do some Googling. I think that doesn't sound right. But also I'm stupid. Yes, you're right, Kelsey. Yeah, chiaroscuro. Yeah, like super dramatic lighting. How do you are such like a knowledge. You have so much knowledge. What's your fave Baroque Marin artist? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna sound like bad. I don't like I have a few favorite artists, but I'm not like a person who can talk about art. Like genuinely have a discussion about art. I'm just kind of here. And if I like it, I like it. I don't know. It's not super professional of me, but I'll do the way that I could have sworn it was like I could have sworn it started with an M. And I thought I was gonna be like, no, you're wrong. But I was wrong. I was wrong. So I can accuse people with no consequences in America. Sounds awesome. No, you can't accuse people of things, but like, I don't want to talk about legal stuff. I'm gonna say some lies. It's slander against creepshow art. Of course, I'd back you. Oh, thanks, Becca. It looks amazing. Thank you. I really need to get. Thank you. That was really nice. I really need to get a new sketchbook that's actually multimedia and one without the spirals because I really want to start doing spreads. Yeah, I don't like spiral sketchbooks, so I back you up. I don't suppose you or anyone in this chat has recommendations for metallic watercolors. I have no idea. I really want to get some too. Guys, what if I get sued? Oh man, thank God we're not in Sweden. That is so funny. Honestly, it'd be worth it. I'm willing to go to jail just to talk some shit about Shannon. I don't give a fuck. It's fine. I'm not even using the right color. Okay, come on. I'm so not focused. I'm such a mess. This is so bad. At least we're having fun. Nothing good will come out of this except for me being sued, but it's fine. How do you pronounce that? Koiro? If you accuse someone for crimes that is ruining their reputation, you can get arrested and pay for it. Guys, we're gonna nix the legal talk, okay? I'll stop, you know. We're good. Are you mixing your colors on like a ceramic plate? Also, literally everyone is adding to the current convo, and I'm like, is that a point? Yeah, no, it's a ceramic plate. America seems great. I mean, you're talking about accusations other people made, so you're definitely in the clear. Oh, you know what? Here's what I'll say. Allegedly. Okay, we're good. Okay, that's like that covers my bases. Everything I said, everything alleged. Okay? She pulls up with her lawyers. Don't worry about getting sued. You've already survived getting canceled. Ah, Danny, you're so right. Me and that fish ice. I have a new addition to my collection coming this week from Caliro. I always try to have all the colors they make. It's super good to know. Thank you so much. The lawyers are already recording the stream. Yeah, I'm probably not making it out of this one. Okay, but how funny would it be if I did get in trouble for this? Allegedly. I've got to update my swatch video. I love swatch videos. Hello, Don Reborns. This is a change of subject, LMAO, but do you have any favorite video games? I thought about going to law school a few years ago, so don't worry. Oh, thanks, Kelsey. That's nice. Do I have any favorite video games? Right now, I just started playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm obsessed. But I'm really bad at video games, and I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm just so bad at video games. I mean, I have been literally laughed at for how bad I am at video games. Like, I couldn't even play Stardew Valley. It took me a really long time to learn how to play Sims. I just didn't grow up with them, so I don't know. I'm not really good at them, but I really like Stardew Valley. I really like The Sims, and so far I'm loving Red Dead Redemption 2. And that's all I have to say about that. She's gonna be like, okay, pull up. If you want to go with a cheap option, there's a pan set of koi watercolors that have some great metallics, as in you murder the person's reputation. I have a question. Do you watch any anime or anything in animated style? RDR2 is my favorite game. I love RDR2. It's so fun. My friend one of my best friends has it. And I wanted to be like her, so there you go. Do I watch anime? No, I used to I need red. I need purple. I used to in like middle school, high school. And there's still a few of those that I love and can rewatch, but it's not really for me anymore. Not super into it. And I don't really watch a lot of cartoons either. Like, I watch, like, Bob's Burgers, but I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like as an artist, I feel like I should love cartoons, but I don't that much. Can't make a single jump in any platform ever. Easy mode for me. Do you know how many times I have died playing Red Dead? Like every 5 minutes. I feel like you'd really like Animal Crossing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want New Horizons. I want to Switch just so I can play New Horizons so fucking badly. But it is so expensive, and I cannot justify buying an entire console for one game when I know I would not play a single other game on it. But I want it so bad. It looks so fun. If you like Greek mythology, you'd like Hades. It's on Switch and PC, and the story progresses the more you lose. So it was great because I suck at video games. I have heard about Hades. I've heard that people love it, but again, I'm not super into like video games, so I don't know that I would. I don't know. I don't feel a calling to it. Like, I don't feel any which way about it. Do you do any digital art? I do every once in a while. I love Bob's Burgers. I watched it like 4 times through. Same. It's getting to the point that I can't even like really. I'm like, I've seen it too many times. I've seen every episode too many times, and it's not doing it. I mean, I love it, but like, I need more. I need newer episodes. Play Breath of the Wild. Why do I know what that is. Oh my god. The Link, Legend, Legend of Zelda. I don't really want to. Again, just no opinion. More like Red Dead Resurrection. Yeah, the amount of times that I die for sure. Sega Gaming too, but I really like it. I default to The Sims because at least I can control pixel people. I only play The Sims, but my girlfriend plays lots of different games and I just watch. Hello, Maxwell Hurley. Yeah, I like watching. No, that's not true. I'm not into video games. Like, I like the few video games that I like, oh my god, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, I'm obsessed. All the time, 24/7. Obsessed. I love strategizing. I love planning. I love being really good at it, but besides that, but I just don't like video games. The Witcher 3 and Hades have been my favorite. I really wanted to try Witcher 3 because I kind of like is a strong word. I tolerate Netflix Witcher, but then I remembered how much like heterosex Geralt has, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Have you heard of Paralyzed? It's like The Sims but better, currently in development. Looks really good. I have heard about it, but I don't know anything about it. I'm not like a hardcore. Oh my god, I'm not like a hardcore simmer. So like, I don't know that it would like. Is it like what is the difference? Personally, I really like to watch hour-long playthroughs of video games while I draw. That way, I can still get the gist of games. I just got Witcher. Oh, cool. I don't know how I feel about playthroughs either. I really don't care for video games. I need green. Playthroughs, like, I will watch playthroughs if I need it for the plot, or like I like certain aspects of it that I've seen, like Night in the Woods. I watched a playthrough of that just because the art was so cool. For Detroit Become Human, I watched a playthrough specifically for Connor. What else? Oh, Batman. Oh my gosh, the one where Joker is stupid. What was that called? Oh my gosh, Arkham. I don't know. Whatever that one was. I watched that because of Joker and Himbo Bruce. So like, I'll watch certain things, but like, I don't know. Why is there an upside down countdown? It's probably my camera. I'm sorry. My camera. Oh my god, this looks so bad on camera. Wow, this is tragic. I can hi. Can you recommend a book that has displays pictures of artist work? It all works. You know, like a sticker book, but not. I don't know what you mean. Jesse, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you mean. Can I watch this video again? Because I have to leave shortly. It should be up afterwards. After I go live, it should be available to watch. Have you seen Arcane? Yes, and I love it. I feel like we're all talking. I feel like talking at AI about games. And Aleph. Me not knowing my own name. And they're just like, I don't know. No, yeah, pretty much. You guys are like, pop off. Like, I love that you guys love video games. And I love hearing about it. But like, I'm just sitting here like, okay. Good for you. Cannot relate. I don't even know I don't know. I don't know. But I love that for you guys. Love that for you, bestie. I'm just trying to paint some trees. Oh my god, this looks so bad. I'm just taking way too long. Arcane is so good. It is so good. I love that Jinx is just a knockoff Harley Quinn, and I would die for Harley Quinn, so I will die for Jinx. Ew, no, that looks bad. Okay. Okay. Man, this is hard. Landscapes with watercolor is really hard. Props to the people who do this all the time. Although, does this count as a landscape? What classifies something as a landscape? Because technically, like, this is just scenery, right? I don't know. Books like Norman Rockwell, America. Oh, like an artist book. I have no recommendations. I only get books secondhand. So I just like get what I can find. I have the Spider-Verse one, and I'm gonna do a video about that soon. Kelsey, I saw yours, and I was like, okay. So I'm gonna copy you, Kelsey. I was gonna text you about it, I swear. I would love to go into concept art for games, but I don't think it would be a good work environment for a woman. Oh, so true. Bestie, I'm so sorry. Me, when my colleagues talk about anything on TV. It looks great. Thank you. I think thank you. It just needs some fleshing out. Yes. Kelsey, do I have your blessing to do that video? I've been meaning to, and then I saw yours and I was like, it's time. This is a sign. But if you don't want me to, I won't. This is coming together so nicely. Don't lie to me. It's not even coming together at all. I feel like I haven't even started. I don't even know what to do. Of course, Bessie. Thank you, Kelsey. I just keep dipping my brush in. Okay. What time is it? Okay, I'm gonna do this. I have time. That's a lie. I'm not. That is a very Kelly green. And I don't like Kelly green. Sorry, I have to go work and whatnot. Damn it. Well, thank you, Jessie, for stopping by. Have a good day. And you're welcome for poorly answering your question. I think I struggle with watercolor. I mean, I don't think I struggle with watercolor, but specifically right now I'm struggling because I like working from dark to light, and obviously with watercolor, that is a no-go. But I've been operating that way for so long that it's hard to reverse. Just wanted to say I love your channel. Thanks for being awesome. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. Hello, Free Spirit Arts. Okay. Maybe I'll come back over this with gouache later. I think that might look cool to get some, like, more texture. And also, I'm lazy. And gouache is easier than watercolor. Stop putting yourself down. I swear I'm not putting myself down. I promise. I know it sounds, people always get so mad at me for, like, being hard on myself and being negative. I swear I'm not. I can see the value in what I do, and I can see, it's just that it's not what I want it to be at right now, because, and also I'm high energy and flustered because I'm live. I swear I'm not putting myself down. I'm just, it just comes out of my mouth poorly. But the thought process in my head is like, oh, I see that this needs to be worked on and this is lacking. But like, obviously, I'm not going to say that every time. So what comes out is like, ew, it's ugly. But I swear I'm nice to myself. People get so mad at me. I know you're not being mad at me, but just in general. Gotta go for now, but I might be back in a bit, hopefully, with my sketchbook. I hope you do come back with your sketchbook. That would be so fun. Thank you for stopping by. I just started college and it's going really well. I am so happy to hear that. That is amazing. I'm so glad that you're enjoying college. Do you ever water down your gouache to watercolor consistency, or do you always keep it thick? I usually start with, for real, thank you, Kelsey. Have you tried water oil colors? No, what is that? I've never heard of that. I'll start my gouache with like watered down consistency to get like washes, and then like I build up, but I usually go pretty thick. I want some color. I feel like there's no color, so I'm gonna go out of order and I'm just gonna slap some stuff on. Because now I know I'm gonna go back with gouache so I can make it ugly. Because I'll just fix it later. People who like work primarily with watercolor and like have it down pat, it's insane watching that, like the process happen. It's like literally magic. It's crazy. Hello to New Zealand. Sorry, I go silent the second I divert my attention. It's 11 p.m. here and I have work tomorrow, so I'm heading off, but I really enjoyed this so far and hope to catch the rest tomorrow. Thanks for sharing your process. Thank you so much for stopping by. Watercolor artists are a different breed. They are. They really are. Like, it's insane. Like, and like the way they can get photorealism, and I'm over here like, I don't know how to get the lines to stop happening when my paint dries, and they're out here like literally making like perfect. It's crazy. I don't understand. Could never be me, but they're amazing and they deserve the world. This has been a really weird live stream. Thank you guys for thank you guys for that. This is super fun. Oh no, I totally get it. There's that disconnect between how it's coming out on the page and how you want it to be. Just you are so kind and supportive of everyone else's art. You deserve that too. Thank you. That is really sweet. That is very sweet. I know that people always have good intentions when they say it, but like especially when it comes out as like, that was a very sweet comment. When it comes out like, hold on, what was I saying? Like when I'm in the middle of, clearly you can tell that I am not good at focusing my attention on like multiple things. So when I'm doing any sort of process, even when like it's a voiceover and like I'm talking about like my process, when did that happen? Can you guys hear me? Okay, yeah, I just didn't hear it click off. When I'm talking about my process, like I don't have full brain capacity, and so like I would love to be articulate and explain my real feelings about a piece, but it's like what comes out is like, ooh, art bad. And I've had people literally tell me, I've talked about this before, I've literally had people tell me like, oh, like force positivity, like don't like, just like fake it till you make it. Say you like it even if you don't. And I don't want to lie about how I feel about my art because first of all, I feel like a lot of people, that's all they see online, and then they don't even know that like people who have more experience have times that they struggle with their art or have negative feelings about their art. And every time I talk about it, people are like, oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that because like I feel that too. It's nice to know that it's like normal or that everyone deals with that. And like some people literally don't know because we don't talk about it. So I like to talk about it. And also, it's just frustrating to be told by people like that I'm not allowed to, not you, I'm not saying what you're saying, but this is the topic that I have now gone to. Like I'm not allowed to express the way I feel about my own art and that like I should lie about it. That really always like ticks me off. Like I'm gonna talk about, if I dislike it, I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't. And if I dislike it, it doesn't mean that I hate myself, even if that's what it sounds like I'm saying. Like I have value outside of my art. It's just that I get frustrated with Like I feel like I feel like in general my focus is on growing as an artist. So when I'm critiquing myself, it's not me saying like, oh, I'm such a bad artist. It's me saying like I want to do better and I know that I can. Does that make sense? I'm not talking to you specifically, Lottie Luna, like in response to you, but that was a great starting point to the conversation. I saw a post by Chris Hong today and I was just in awe for like, oh my god, don't even talk to me about Chris Hong. Oh my god, I'm in love with her. It's oil colors, but they are water mixable. Oh, interesting. They come in 2 brands, Cobra and Winsor and Newton are the ones I know about. They are non-toxic, so you can basically use them inside as far as I know. Oh, cool. I have ADHD. I fully get where you're coming from. Do you have any favorite YouTubers, artists, or others? I do. I actually have a whole video about some of my favorite artists. But some favorites are Lee Ellickson, whose name I have been mispronouncing for a long time. I love, like I just said, Chris Hong. I love Van Gogh. Sorry, I got distracted. Norman Rockwell. Yeah, those are some like off the top of my head. Pretty much anyone that I follow on Instagram and anyone that I'm subscribed to on YouTube are people that I love and would recommend anyone watch. Okay, I feel like I have a good base after an hour. Maybe I need some more. I think I need some more in the water though. Thank you for introducing me to Rachel Maxey. Oh my god, isn't she so fun? She's so fun. I've tried the Holbein water mixable ones. The non-toxic claim is kind of misleading. Oh, the pigment is in most oil paints is ground up. Oh, weird. Being honest is definitely better than forced positivity, and I really don't want to come across like that's what No, I don't think that's what you're saying at all. I'm glad you got where I was coming from. Yeah, I know people always have, I mean, most people, sometimes when they're like really rude about it, I don't think they do have good intentions. But yeah, I know when people say that, it's fully with good intention. And I do absolutely appreciate the thought. Regular oils are way better, especially when paired with less toxic mediums, IMO. I still need to get that thing. Oh, so they are toxic. RIP. I need to buy that thing, Kelsey, that you told me to buy. Because I need to like do an oil painting really soon. Oil paintings are so confusing. Like why are oil paintings like the supply, like the medium? And they're so confusing. And for what? And for who? Who are they trying to impress? Like, what is the point? Okay, water. The way I really thought I was going to come on here and like absolutely smash out like an amazing waterfall painting. Who do I think I am? Thoughts, advice on building an art Instagram. I'm planning on doing a video about that. That's like so much that I would love to answer that question, but I genuinely don't think I can do that like effectively here. But I do plan on making a video about that. The pigments in most paints, regardless of mediums, are toxic by themselves. Random question about what kind of music do you listen to? Favorite music artist? I'm looking to find some new music. Oh, that's a good question that I'm ill-equipped to answer. I'm the kind of person who does not like. I listen to very weird random stuff and then I don't pay attention to who it's by and then I just have like really random like playlists. But I love Alche. I love oldies like 20s to 50s music. I love I love a lot of people. I'm so bad at giving music advice. I never tell anyone about music or let people like I never let people let me pick the music because I think I just have bad taste, quite honestly. The basic components of oil paint is pigment plus linseed oil, but when it's made into paint, the pigment can't be absorbed into your skin anymore, so it's not dangerous. The biggest danger from oil painting is stuff like turpentine. I should go try real oil colors. It's a different story, of course, if you eat the paint. I wish I could stay, but I gotta leave and get some C's. It was amazing to watch you paint and listen to you. Thanks a lot. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed, even though this has been an absolute chaotic mess. I don't know why I have this, I don't know why I'm so hyper and anxious today. I think just a lot is going on for me. And, like, most of it's good, but it's still, no! It still, like, gets me super, hyper. I don't want to plug my content. I think a lot of you about. No, that's true. Kelsey has really good, if you're interested in oil painting, Kelsey has a lot of good tutorials, so go check her out. Have you thought about making like a Discord server for the channel? Everyone here seems so nice. Sounds like a good idea. I actually already answered this question earlier in the stream, but I used to have that and it was really overwhelming for me. I love the idea, but I don't think that it's something, like I have one for Patreon. Maybe it's an idea I'll revisit. I also just am not good at Discord and the like mechanics of it. I'm not fully against it, but it probably won't be happening anytime soon. It makes me anxious. I need saturation. I just yelled and people walked by the open window. That's totally fair. Discord servers, a lot of people overwhelm me as well. Yeah, I had it back when I was in school, and like it would just be non-stop notifications, and it was so cool that people wanted to talk to me and to each other, but like I would leave class and it'd be like 200 notifications, and it would be too overwhelming to go back and like look at them all, and then I would be too overwhelmed at all to even open the app, and then so the number would just keep growing and growing and growing, and then I don't like opening big like number notifications. So it didn't really work super well for me. If I had like mods that could, I don't know, I feel like even that I would still not love. I've been hyper every day for the last week, but also deathly tired. I'm just stopping before I cook. Hi, Hannah. I love you too. I will open your Snapchat soon, I promise. Thank you for stopping by. That is so sweet. That's so cute. I'm glad that people want a Discord server. I will look into it. I'll look into it. It made me anxious last time. I don't know if it's a good idea for me personally. Honestly, I feel so seen. My music taste is so niche and strange, and Discord is too overwhelming and complicated for me. Ah, we're twins. I thought it was just the cadmium colors and some white paint that were toxic. I so agree with that being overwhelming. Yeah, it's also like, okay, also I mentioned this before too, so sorry if this is like repeating myself, but the other thing about it was like I felt like I didn't know my place in the server. Like literally like I didn't know when I should or shouldn't talk. And like questions would be asked, but I didn't, just because like it's my server like does not mean that I am the person that people are asking questions to. And I never knew when I should respond, and I didn't like know what, do you know what I mean? Like it was like I felt like I was intruding on conversations, especially because I couldn't be there all the time. It felt weird to just butt in. I don't know. I would love to do that, but I'm just so awkward about that kind of thing. Dude, when I was in middle school, I drank so much paint water. I think I'm immune to poison. Oh, I feel that. I remember in high school, the amount of times we had hot chocolate one time, and I dipped my paintbrush into my hot chocolate, swirled it around in my hot chocolate, and then drank my hot chocolate. Drinking the paint water is a very real thing. And when people are like, I don't do that. Okay, good for you. Good for you. But everyone else is stupid. And I do it all the time. Especially because I used to drink out of jars. So now I have to be very conscious about like what kind of cup I'm using, like when I'm painting to drink out of, and then like making sure it's on the opposite side of like my desk. The dark paint on the plate looks like a kitty. Does it? Cute. Am I scared of what? Oh, you are scared. Are you scared? What did I say I was scared of? I know exactly what you mean. I find Discord servers with the 100 plus people are so awkward and so overwhelming. I just end up leaving soon. Yeah, like I've very rarely been part of Discord rooms and servers, and every time it's not that it's been a negative experience for me. It's just like I don't know what to do. I feel like annoying in them. Like I feel like I am annoying, and I literally one time. Okay, this has a core memory for me that genuinely has traumatized me. So one time I was part of a club type thing, and we had a group me chat, and I guess there was like 7 of us in this like newly inducted group to this like club, and I guess they were all together like without me. Is the only thing I can assume is what was happening. And I guess they had this plan that they were going to like send in the group chat like to other people. There were other people besides us. Um, they were going to send like spell out letter. Each of them were going to take a letter and spell out the school's Wi-Fi password. It was like it's a very inside joke. They were going to do this thing, and but I didn't notice. Like I didn't know that that's what they were doing. So I thought they were just sending random letters. And so I sent a random letter in the group chat, and they were literally like, "That's not what we were doing. Way to ruin it." And ever since then, I have felt very, 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 like literally, I don't know why that scarred me so much, but it really did. And ever since then, I felt so like bad about like, I don't know what to do in anything that requires like voice chats or group chats or like, I feel like no one like wants me there or like I'm going to ruin it by speaking up. And it just fills me with so much anxiety. And I think that's like a really big reason why, because I was literally told, wow, you ruined it. Academy things are toxic. Let's really break it. I fully agree. I'm on a few Discords and they're quite big. I just feel like I'm butting it. Yeah, like it literally feels like people are fine without you. And if you walk in, like everyone goes quiet. Like I hate that feeling. Cancer 50. Then again, I can barely message my own friends at the time. Oh yeah, yep, exactly. I'm also I'm just bad about like keeping up with people. I hope we aren't pressuring you to make a Discord server if you don't want to. No, I'm not. I don't feel pressured. It's fine. If I do want to look into it, it's a good idea, but I need to do it in a way that will be good for me. I thought I'm the only one who would feel like that. It did look like a kidding when I said it low. I'm into oil painting right now. I haven't done watercolor since my fashion illustration days. Should get back into it. Oh, that's so cool that you had fashion illustration days. That is quite a flex, honestly. Do these even look like rocks? I feel like no. Oof, hard relate, yeah. Hi, Auburn's Rose. What time is it? 6. Okay, I'll probably be on here like for 15 more minutes. Okay, pop off. You could like what? Okay, like what's with your tone? Pentakill, lol. Like that's okay. I have so much work to do for my AP Human Geo class, and you are getting me through. I am so glad I can be here for you. Oh, sorry, I was in the middle of saying I'll probably get off at like 6:30. I have to go to sleep, but it was lovely catching live stream and chatting to you all. Thank you so much for coming, Lottie Luna. You were a pleasure. No flex intended low was part of a course I was taking. No, that's still a flex. That was still a flex. One that you have every right to flex. What is the verbiage for that? It's a good flex is what I'm trying to say. That you should absolutely feel proud of. Okay, I feel like with a few more layers, this will look not bad. Maybe. Is this a weekly thing? I'm trying to do them monthly. But like at different times every month. I suck at drawing painting without a reference is something to beat myself up for a lot, and I don't hear a lot of artists talk about that, so it's just very comforting to hear you say that in your vids. I am so glad. I feel like it is definitely a struggle. Either you know how to do like stylized stuff and realism is really hard, or you start with realism and then people like praise you so much, and then you find out like, oh, there's more to life than realism, but then you don't know how to not do it, and it's such a struggle, and I think a lot of people deal with it. So I'm glad that I can make you feel not alone in that. This is definitely gonna need some gouache layering. Oh, I lost some rocks. Dang it. Or no. When did you tell me about it? I've realized most of my art is just copying references, and I want to learn how to make original stuff. Yeah, that's one of my huge goals this year. Is just to like make actually original stuff. I love working from reference. It definitely has value. I don't think it's a bad thing inherently, but I don't like feeling so unoriginal, you know? The only Discord that really works for me is the one for LGBT in my college. I'm in a few others, but they're so big. It's like a void of crap. I have no idea. Void. Yeah. Yeah. This happens perfect. I've never tried gouache. Not sure I spelled that right. I suggest you try gouache. Gouache is fun. I love gouache. If you didn't know, if I don't talk about it enough. Dang, this got messy. What? I don't even know what I'm doing in here. Okay, I think that's supposed to be like this. Oh, that needs to be way darker over here. I'm in middle school right now, and I've been selling art prints. I also make stickers with like parching paper and tape. That is awesome. That is so cool. I would have never had the guts to do anything like that when I was your age. That is so cool. I'm in a few Discord servers for YouTubers, and it's a lot of Minecraft gamer channels with very clickbait thumbnails. Very not my vibe and kind of alienating this game. Look at ugh, why? Man, why is being a woman so hard? Straight up, not even to be funny. Like that's 2 times someone has had to mention that in this live stream, and that's so annoying. Like, bruh, that makes me mad. I'm sorry, that's so stupid. Just trying gouache for the first time. Oh my gosh, that's so fun, Fiona. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I like when people do gouache because it's like, yeah, don't you love it? Don't you love it? And then if they're like, no, I'm like, you will. Don't worry, you will. You will. Dust in the Wind is stuck in my head. What is this? That's a rock, okay. Maybe add some darker in the foreground to make it pop. Not quite there yet. Not quite. Still gotta build up a lot of value. It's like the best of watercolor acrylics miss. It is! It is! It's like everything I love about both, but even better. Oh yeah, I feel like the light coming through the leaves to the back would make the background a bit yellow. I feel like the light coming through the leaves. You're saying these leaves should be yellow? The light. Yeah, maybe. It's like really foggy in the picture, but I kind of want to make the green more poppy, like poppy, like poppy outy. So yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, let me do that. Do you have a day job? Nope. I do not. I used to, but what was I? Oh, the yellow. I used to. I worked at Michael's and it fucking sucks. So I don't do that anymore. But I mainly quit my job because I had a bunch of surgeries that I had to do. Oh my god, that sounded like something just hit, but I think it was a car door. That I'm like kind of in and out of surgeries for probably like the next year. And so while I kind of needed to like be out anyway, I was like, well, I just won't look for a job in between, and I'll just do this while I have time and resources. I love your use of color. Thank you. My goal for art is to experiment more with the color because I tend to stick to gray graphite. I love that. Color is amazing. Good luck. Being a woman is making me an angry, alienated island. I feel that. Too much man hatred in my hurt heart. Like if you can send one man to the moon, why not send off? What a good point. That's such a good point. Like, get them out of here. I feel like that's not very warm. I kind of wanted it to be a warmer white to contrast. A warmer white, busty. Warmer yellow. Yeah, then, definitely, not my favorite. Yeah, this needs gouache. Wow, I need to practice watercolor. The fact that I am so, like, crippled is crazy. Is it identifiable? Can you guys tell, like, that it's a waterfall? Is that, understandable? Is that reading? Where? What? Okay, I did this really wrong over here. Wow, rude, but also you're right. We suck. Listen, the thing is, I stand by what I said. I tend to overbreed. And gouache seems like it's made for that. I don't know what you mean. Yes, it's reading as waterfall. Yay, thank you. That makes me glad. It's very waterfall to me. Good. Yeah, gouache is just good for everything. Like literally, gouache is, in my opinion, the ideal medium. Overblend. Gotcha. Maybe add some darker values on the rocks on the left side, but it's looking really good to me. Thank you. Yeah, I really need to build value. I'm just like puttering around. Like I feel like I'm not even trying because I need to add value everywhere. There's like no difference in value throughout this piece at all. This needs to be straight up black over here. Oh, okay, that's a lot of paint. Oh, you know what? Also, this needs to be much darker. I love gouache in theory, but it is not loving me back in practice. Give it time. Give it time. I bought the Himi gouache set because of your video on it, and I'm honestly in love just looking at the case. Oh my god. The case, first of all, I'm flattered. Second of all, the case, if you got the pink one, I would just sit there and stare at it. Like I would hold it in my hands and I would just stare at it because it feels like Barbie Dreamhouse to me. Like that is the only way I can explain it, but I'm obsessed with it. It's so hard. I promise it takes getting used to, but once you unlock the secrets, once you let it get used to you and you get used to it, it is so good and so easy. It's so like it does. I swear, it does half the work for me. I do have the pink one. Isn't it so nice? You inspired me to use gouache last year, and I love it. I find when I'm using it, it's almost more similar to drawing than painting. Yeah, I feel that. And also, I am flattered. Is gouache harder to use than watercolor? In my opinion, it's easier because my brain it works better for the way like my brain processes. Like I like to work dark to light, and that's much more doable with gouache than it is. It's not really doable at all with watercolor. So I prefer gouache, but in a sense, also watercolor is easier in that I feel like it's a, for me, the way I use it, it's like a faster, dirtier thing. Like I can do it, I can knock something out with watercolor and it's still passable, whereas gouache usually takes more time. So it depends on you. Gotta hop off and get some dinner. Have a great evening. Thank you for coming. I hope you have a good dinner. Even jelly gouache set confuses me because what do you do when the pans dry out? Okay, so here's the thing. Is I started like, before I was like trying to make them last, because it's like cheap enough, honestly, that like you can just like keep buying it. But I used to like, I was at first trying to like really make them last because like, yeah, what do you do when they dry out? Like there's no way it's salvageable. And people are like, oh, like just like really like mix it with water and like scrape it and use one of those like coffee frother things. No, it gets rock solid. I do not think it's salvageable. So I just like use it up as fast as possible. Like not as fast as possible, but I don't worry about salvaging it. It does take a decently long time for them to dry out. So like I think it's definitely worth it. But yeah, it's not really salvageable once it really dries out. I really want to try using gouache more wet like how Studio Ghibli makes their backgrounds. Oh, so true. Same thing with any gouache palette I've tried to make. The paint just dries and falls off. Yeah, I don't like, I've thought about trying to make a palette, but I feel like that'll happen. Yeah, so I just like use it straight from the tube, and I try to use I put out really small amounts at one time. I've recently started using gouache. I think I struggled at first because I was trying to use it in the same way I use oils, but after allowing myself to embrace the nature of gouache, I've improved. Yeah, exactly. It's just a matter of like understanding that medium is not what you're expecting to be usually, because it's just so different. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. I'm glad I said it takes time. I thought it was just being really slow. No, it definitely takes time. It's so weird. You can add honey to keep gouache from drying out, though. That's what I do for my palette. Not perfect, but it helps. True. But the thing is, okay, don't judge me, but like I'm lazy. Like I'm straight up too lazy. Unless it's like really expensive stuff and it's worth like really taken care of, like I'm just too lazy. I like this rock. That looks good. Pink is my favorite color, and the case matches the aesthetic in my room so well. Whenever I look at it, I get inspired immediately. I need to know what tricks they put in the case. No, they're straight up. There's some crack in there for sure. Okay, it is 6:30, so I'm going to wrap up the stream, and I will finish this on my own time later. Thank you guys for keeping me company while I do this. I had such a good time talking to you guys. It was great to burn off my crazy hyper energy with you guys, so thank you. You are not lazy when it comes to details, I can tell. Thank you, that's sweet. Thank you guys for coming, like I said. It's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed, even though I did not get super far in this painting. I hope you liked it. I'm glad you had a good time. I will be at your stream tomorrow, Kelsey, for sure. Looking great so far. Thank you. Where's my... Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm good to go then. Okay, thank you guys so much. This should be available, as long as nothing goes wrong with it, this should be available on my channel. Forgot what it was called for a second. I had so much fun. I don't know why I get anxious every time. You guys are always so fun. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go. Bye.